Knowing is growing. Today on Garden Facts, we learn the difference between trees and shrubs and what makes a perennial, and an annual, an annual. So watch this. Today's garden fact comes from Andy B. from Virginia. Andy writes, I am kind of confused as to what the difference between a shrub and a small tree is. How can I tell annuals, perennials, and biennials apart? Andy, you are quite the inquisitive fellow, and I'm glad that you asked. Knowing the difference between a tree and a shrub and an annual and a perennial is a vital skill for every gardener to master. Even though there are some gray areas as to what is what, you can easily break down most plants into two main categories. That would be woody plants and herbaceous plants. Woody plants are plants which mature into woody bark with a rigid structure. This group includes trees, shrubs, vines, and ground covers. Herbaceous plants are plants which maintain mostly green, soft wood for most of their lives. Generally, these plants are non-woody. This group includes annuals, biennials, and perennials. Now, these two categories, woody and herbaceous, can be broken down even further into subcategories. On to the woodies first. Trees are the tallest category of woody plants. Generally, they mature to more than 15 feet in height and usually only have one main trunk. Shrubs are woody plants which grow to be less than 15 feet in height and usually have more than one main trunk. These plants can also be known as bushes because their multiple trunk growth pattern gives them a kind of bushy appearance. A vine is a highly flexible woody plant which grows vertical against some type of support system such as a trellis. Ground covers are similar to vines in that they both are flexible woody plants. However, ground covers usually grow without support and they maintain a prostrate or flat growing habit as either a vine or a low-growing bush. Just like woody plants, herbaceous plants can also be broken down into three easy-to-learn groups. Annuals are herbaceous plants which go from seed to seed in 1 year. Most annuals are killed by frosts and freezes. In other words, these are the plants that most folks use as bedding plants for color in their garden. Biennials are herbaceous plants which usually produce leaves their first year of life and bloom in their second. This isn't the most common type of plant used in the garden, but some famous garden perennials include plants such as foxglove. Perennials are herbaceous plants which can live in the garden for many years. These plants usually go dormant during the winter and produce new shoots from their root system in the following spring. Now, when designing flower beds and garden areas, it is necessary to identify and accurately place these different types of plants in their appropriate areas. Doing so will give you better success in your garden. Well, I hope that answers your question, Andy. Remember, if you have any questions about this episode, feel free to leave a comment below. If you happen to have your own gardening question that you would like to see featured here and answered here on Garden Facts, contact us on our website at gardenfacts.com. That's gardenfacts.com. Take some time to watch previous episodes of Garden Facts on YouTube, and don't forget to like us on Facebook and to follow us on Twitter for more fun in the garden throughout the week. This is gardenfacts.com, and I am Nathan Wilson reminding you that knowing is growing. So now that you know, go grow. We'll see y'all soon.